it's Rena from The Way That's Healthy, and it's time to make supper again. I know I'm not the only one who has had someone home sick in the winter almost every week, if not day. And that is why you may need a little vacation, go out to a restaurant, enjoy a delicious bowl of pasta. But let's be honest, that can't always happen. And that's why we're gonna bring the restaurant pasta home to you. What we're going to make is a delicious one-pot creamy pasta that tastes like you're at a restaurant, except you can be eating it from your bed. And I'm going to make it kid-friendly so that you can share it with the others. Now let's cook supper. We're gonna start off by prepping the vegetables to go into the oven because that's gonna take a little bit of time. So while that bakes, we'll be able to then make the pasta. So you're gonna take your butternut squash and you're going to peel it. I cut up the top part of the butternut squash. And now for this one, I don't like to cut it open and then scoop everything out. I like to just cut off the sides of it, and that makes it, I don't know, less messy, I think. And then you just scoop out a little bit here. And now I'm just going to cut it up into smaller cubes. So down this way, and then across this way. Now I already have the cauliflower. It's frozen cauliflower on the baking sheet, and I'm going to now put on all of the butternut squash. Now just drizzle it with a little bit of olive oil, some salt and black pepper, toss it and put it into the oven. While the vegetables cook, you literally just prep really simple pasta. First, put some olive oil into the pot, saute some diced up onion. While that's caramelizing, we're also going to add in a little bit of salt, some black pepper, and the dried thyme. You can use fresh thyme here, but dried thyme will work as well, and just add that in. To help the onions caramelize a little quicker and they steam a little bit, you do want to cover the pot. Now, as you see, it's getting translucent, and that looks pretty good. Now we're going to add in our white wine. I'm using here Moscato because that's what I have in the house, and I like how it works in this pasta. So add that wine in. And let that cook a little bit. It's also going to help soften the onion. And now your raw pasta is going to go in. Here I'm using a tortellini pasta. I just think it's fancier, so we're going to use that. Remember, we're doing a restaurant-styled pasta, so don't use macaroni. Get a little bit fancy here for this if you can. Give that a mix, and then we're going to add the water. I wanted the water to come to the top of the pasta, not to fully cover it, but almost to the top. And we're going to cover that and let that come to a boil and lower it down to a simmer so that all of that gets absorbed up by the pasta. Now, I do like to check on it just to make sure that the water didn't absorb too much and that the bottom is, burning. Just check it. That's good. Look at that. Wow. Now, when the pasta is basically almost fully absorbed all of that water, you're going to give it a mix, and then you're going to add in the heavy cream. Add that into there and give it another mix, and it's going to create this amazing creamy sauce. Now at this point, I like to remove some of the pasta for the kids that will not touch the vegetables that I'm going to put in here. So I just take some of that out, separate it, and then we add in the veggies. Now here are the vegetables out of the oven. You want them to get this nice little char on the outside. Look at that. It just tastes so good with the sauce and the pasta and really elevates the dish. So now you can put this right into here, or you can just put it on when you're serving it. But we're gonna put most of it inside and then the rest for some topping to make it look nice. And then just give that gentle toss in the sauce with the pasta. By the way, if you want a little bit more of that wine flavor, I do add a little splash of wine toward the end because the pasta does absorb some of that wine. So you might want to add a little splash of wine at the very end and let it cook for just a couple minutes just to get more of that yummy flavor in there. And now we plate it up, and I'm doing it into this pretty dish because I want it to be like a restaurant. So that's what we're gonna do. Put it into here and then top it and eat. And put some of the crispy veggies over the top. Yum, get that in there. The cauliflower, the butternut squash. And here you have it. A restaurant-style pasta dish for you to enjoy when you just need a comforting bowl of something but you really can't get out of the house. So enjoy it at home. I hope that you give this a try. Let me know if you make it, and hope you have a healthy winter.